What's going on, guys? ChaseWins.com, and it is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, everybody. August the 4th, 2021. You guys haven't seen us for a few days, well, for the better part of a week. But like I told you, almost every year like clockwork, once we get towards the trade deadline in those last few days of that last week before the actual deadline comes, that's when things just get so hectic that getting a video done and out along with everything else is near impossible. Because not only do the plays have to be broken down and evaluated and gone over like normal to get out the winning plays, but changes are taking place, day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, and sometimes even up to the exact second. Teams are being changed, altered, shifted. Players are going here, there, and a lineup may be released. Everything may be set in stone. You may be 30 minutes away from a game, and all of a sudden, two major factors within that team or both teams or whatever are no longer there. Or now something new comes into the mix that would make the game where you don't like it or you like it more. So many things are taking place that it has to be followed minute by minute, hour by hour, and you can't take your eyes off of it. You can't, or else you will get eaten alive and lose your ass on it. Luckily, the trade deadline is always my favorite time of year because everybody knows that's been following me for any length of time knows that I am a baseball nerd. I love the business side of it. I love the team building, player development, the construction of a roster more than anything else in the world. Especially from a farm system standpoint, getting kids from rookie ball into single A all the way through triple A and into the big leagues. I love seeing pieces moved and it being like a 6-month-long chess match that sometimes is a decade in the making. This year, obviously, you guys know that it went from another great trade deadline to my worst nightmare come true in a matter of hours. Now, everybody knew that I was saying it before the season started, that I knew that core three of Baez, Bryant, and Rizzo would not be together by the end of the year. They wouldn't. Somebody was getting traded, and obviously it was going to be KB. I felt like Rizzo had a shot to stay, but I was sure that Baez would end up getting an extension and staying. Obviously, Rizzo was the first to go, which once we got to that final week wasn't a surprise. And then Baez went, and Bryant was the last one to go. And to see all three of them leave like that, again, it's not surprising, but it was heartbreaking. But, there is a silver lining. And again, it took me about 72 hours to even let it fully sink in, where I could come to grips with it and, just move on and worry about other things. But I've gotten at least 100 messages from people wanting to know my reactions, how I felt, what I thought, what was going to take place, from now till the end of the season, how the offseason would look towards the winter meetings and, going into 2022. So instead of answering every one of those, because again, for the first, few days, I didn't even want to think about it because I was so devastated from what took place. But then once I got to the point where I could actually talk about it and speak my mind and say what I thought about it from, from an expert standpoint and from a fan standpoint, I know a lot of people wanted to hear it. Some people may not. So instead of trying to go through and answer, upwards of 200 emails and DMs and all comments and all these things, I just decided to record a reaction video. I recorded a reaction video for the reaction of all of them leaving, what I thought the bigger plan was. I thought that, just everything about it. From a fan standpoint and from the standpoint of someone, who this is their livelihood. This is what they do for a living. And, if you care, because everybody knows I'm such a diehard fan, you can watch it when it's posted. I did start that uploading process this morning. But once it's up, it'll go up. But again, it's up to you whether you want to watch it. It doesn't really mean anything. It was just to answer so many questions. But I told you guys there would probably not be videos for the latter part of next week or latter part of last week. And then getting into this week, it just stayed so busy, it was almost impossible. And even today, I didn't think there was going to be a video that was able to get done. But as I told you guys late last week, we had a game of the month last week, exactly a week ago. And for those that have already made comments going, well, he didn't do a video, now he's in hiding, and so he must have lost, and you know, he bragged about it being his first one and how it was going to be a blowout and all these things. Yeah, you hear the same shit. I didn't even respond to it. You know, if you're just sitting there waiting on me to fail, it just shows how pathetic you as a human being really are. And I hate to break it to you, we didn't lose. As always, it was a blowout winner, no sweat, never in doubt. It was couldn't have been easier. The Angels were taking the field last week, and in that game we took the over. You know, it was 8 runs, 8.5. We got it at 8.5. Some people, you know, may have even gotten it at 9. Didn't matter. We, you know, did a detailed video for all of it, and it was a blowout winner. It cashed in the 5th inning, and by the 7th inning, we were just shy of the total doubling. I mean, it had almost doubled what it needed to be. So it was a no sweat, easy blowout winner in the 5th inning, as most of them always are. Those type of games, we don't play around with them. We followed that up with a Thursday top play winner in Major League Baseball. Friday, we did go 1-1. We cashed in our afternoon top play. We did just barely lose our evening one. Saturday, top play winner. Sunday, top play winner. Monday, we did drop a top play, but it was actually not in baseball. It was actually in Olympics basketball, and we missed it by a bucket, 1 bucket. And with everything that they could have done, it should have gone, I mean, we should have had a 20-point cushion on it, but what are you going to do? Yesterday, come back out, another great 4-2 day, another top play winner, never in doubt, easy as could be. And we're coming back into Wednesday, and the reason I decided, screw it, I'm going to do a video no matter what, is because there was a game that I was looking at. I told you guys about it over the weekend that's on the email list, that I was looking at multiple different games that I thought had the potential of making game of the week ratings or higher. And if one or more did, when we would cross that bridge when it comes to it. And I even said on Monday that the first one of that handful of games was on Wednesday night. Well, it's locked in. We got a game of the week going tonight. Now, there are 4 games going in Major League Baseball tonight that are 8 p.m.-ish. They go between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. There's 4 of them. I'm not going to tell you which one this game that our pick's in, but it's in one of them. So if you go to chasewins.com, go to the purchase tab. As soon as you get there, the very first link at the top of the page, you will see Chase's MLB Game of the Week. As always, it's $50 and comes with the best pure profit guarantee in the business. Win or get 3 days of all plays and all sports absolutely free. You must purchase the play by no later than 8 p.m. Eastern time, because the purchase link will expire at exactly 8 p.m. And there's nothing we can do to stop it, nor will we, because after 8 p.m. we wouldn't sell it to you anyway. So you have to get on it by that time. If you are an All Access member, go ahead and log in and get it. If you're seeing this, you've already gotten the email and probably seen it anyway. Now, if you are not an All Access member and you want to become one, and you don't want to get on the year just yet, you want to get on a month, it's usually $699. It's $449 right now. Not only do you get all plays in all sports like you do a typical 30-day pass, but you also get NASCAR, you get golf, and you get every game of the week, game of the month, and game of the year that comes in that 30-day span in all sports. That's the only thing that includes game of the weeks, months, and year is All Access passes. You can get it for $449. Get it while you can before the price goes back up. Jerry also has his league pass, $799. This is a $1,000 pass just for the premium and daily top plays in his 3 top leagues that start in just over a week. You can get it for $799. You can get it for $200 off. And he's also, for the people that get it this week, before it expires and goes back up, you're going to also get every game of the week, game of the month, and game of the year in those 3 leagues through the month of May. 10 months of soccer, those 3 leagues, you're also going to get something that it typically doesn't come with, absolutely free and for a discount. So jump on one of those. If you don't want to do that, obviously the game is $50. Win or get 3 days of all plays and all sports absolutely free. And as we started last time, there will be a private video that will be a link posted. When you view the play, you'll see what the game of the week play is, and then you'll see a link right below it to view a private video with a full analysis and breakdown of the play and why we're taking it. Hopefully by the time you see this, that will already be up. But again, do not share that link with anybody if you get it. We have every link encrypted for each client. So if you give it out and someone else uses it, we will know about it immediately. So make sure you do that. You'll get a full breakdown. Make sure you purchase no later than 8 p.m. Eastern time. The earlier the better. That way you have enough time to watch the video, shop your lines and odds to see if you can find anything cheaper that would give you, even more value. Get it locked in and wait for this one to cash, because like any other one, it's going to be a huge winner. Real quick, guys, free play. I'm going to make it short and sweet just because of how late it's getting. But tonight we've got Max Scherzer going in with his new team, LA. They got beat by Houston last night, and I'm telling you right now, this is the first time. Last night was the first time that LA was going to get to play Houston in LA with fans present since the whole scandal. They wanted it. I'm telling you right now, you don't mess with Houston on the road. They will eat you alive, and they feed off of stuff like that. You want to talk shit, you want to be, have them be the enemy, I'm telling you right now, they will eat you alive. And they did LA just that last night. They embarrassed them. I don't know. I don't think they're going to do that against Max Scherzer. I really, really don't. But, again, it can happen. But Odorizzi's somebody that I don't have a ton of confidence in based on his ball placement. That's what is, should be scary for Astro fans. Now that their lineup's getting back, towards health, I think that right now he's going to put the ball where the Dodgers can eat it up, and they're going to be super aggressive tonight going after it, especially after taking that loss. They're only a few games back from the Giants. They just picked up Cole Hamels in a deal. They're going to send him down to AAA for a few weeks, get him ready for an October run. And I don't think the Dodgers are going to settle on a wild card. I do think they're going to take back over the NL West, be first place, win the division, and have San Fran be in the wild card spot. That way the Dodgers can have control going into it, as they are still the best team in baseball and who I believe should represent the National League in the World Series. And I'm telling you right now, I think, like I've been saying since, before last season started, there's still not a team in the American League that is all around as good and talented as Houston is. I mean, that's a World Series caliber team that's just not quite as good as the Dodgers, but can beat anybody on any given day. Tonight, I think the most valuable play out there is taking the Dodgers team total over 4.5 runs. You're laying $1.25 to do it. I mean, that is right there on the cuffs of top play, truthfully. I mean, it's not quite there. So, I mean, it's still a premium play. But, I mean, it's just ever so close. Another 2% in the ratings, and it would be listed as a daily top play. But then, as, maybe a strong lean, not quite a premium play, I mean, if I could get the money line below $1.60, I'd love to take the Dodgers on the money line with Max Scherzer on the hill. But being that that's not going to happen, I'm going to take the Dodgers on the run line, because I think there's value in only laying $1.10 to do it, again, with Scherzer on the mound and who they're going to put in the pen behind him. But again, being that this is his first start in LA and knowing how good Houston is on the road when their backs are against the wall, laying a 1.5 is always dangerous. And that in and of itself is the only reason why I'm not willing to consider that as a true big premium play. So strong lean, but definitely lock it in. So your official, premium play, free play, is the Dodgers team total over 4.5 runs for tonight against the Astros. And then I also want you to put a strong lean wager on the Dodgers on the run line, minus a 1.5 at minus $1.10. And then I'll tell you what, if you like that team total play, the Giants team total is exactly the same. You're actually going to lay a little bit less, or excuse me, a little bit more at $1.30 to take team total over 4.5. But I like that one as well. Again, just, not as much as the other two, but I like it. But your official free play, Dodgers over 4.5 runs is their team total. And then I also want you to put a little bit smaller play on the Dodgers outright on the run line. That's your free play for the day. Go get on the game of the week. ChaseWins.com, jump on one of those packages, the better bang for the buck, whatever you want to do. But if you want to get on the game of the week today, whether you do it through an all-access pass or whether you do it through just the play link itself, and you're only going to purchase that, make sure you do it by no later. Have the purchase completed and done by no later than 8 p.m. Eastern time. I love you guys. It's good to be back doing videos now that we've gotten the trade deadline out of the way. Back to the rest of the regular season of baseball. We've got football stuff coming up this weekend, and we're going to get ready to make the late season push and get ready for October playoff baseball. Love you guys, and we'll see you in the winner's circle, and we'll see you tomorrow back for another video. Thanks.